Hey guys, this started saying 13. I'm back with another Naruto video, and I wanted to talk about a topic that's been on my mind a lot lately. At the beginning of Shippuden, Naruto got some hate for not having a major power-up over the time skip during his training with Jiraiya. They usually joke that the only thing he learned was how to make a bigger Rasengan, but when you think about it, we technically never saw this version of Naruto fight enough to properly scale him. In the Kazekage rescue arc, he had some decent showings against Kakashi, but he had help from Sakura, and despite being told to go all out, this was a pretty friendly match, and it's not like any of them were pushed to their absolute limits or anything. But even there, Naruto showed some clever thinking by using Kakashi's Sharingan against him. Kakashi did feel confident enough that Naruto could help him take on Itachi, the clone version as well, and he does a pretty good job there acting as backup, even delivering the final blow with his Kurama-enhanced giant Rasengan. He spends the rest of the arc chasing Datara in order to get Gaara back, and he briefly has a battle with him, managing to catch him off guard and force him into substituting with some enhancements from Kurama as well. In the Tenchi Bridge arc, he immediately relies on the Nine-Tailed Fox's chakra to fight Orochimaru, and is too drained to effectively fight against Sasuke thereafter as a result. After that, Naruto learns the Rasen Shuriken in Sage Mode, so he's a completely different Naruto. So basically, the majority of fights post-time skip Naruto is involved in, before he learns Rasen Shuriken in Sage Mode. It's usually team-ups, he has his stats boosted by Kurama, or he's recovering from the damage he sustained while he was under Kurama's influence. Now, I want to give Naruto and Jiraiya as his masters some credit here. By the end of part 1, Naruto is already starting off much more powerful than the rest of his shinobi peers. He had access to the multi-shadow clone jutsu, the Rasengan, and the summoning jutsu. Even without Kurama, just having access to those three jutsu alone should have put him around high Jonin level, but there was something obviously holding him back, and I think it was his battle IQ. You see, Naruto had not been in a lot of fights that we know of where he was able to use a lot of these jutsu effectively in battle. I believe even Jiraiya joked about him having to get his hand stabbed in order to pull off a successful Rasengan again. Same can be said for the summoning jutsu, which would be a massive asset for Naruto if he learned how to properly summon without having to rely on luck, mental amps, or Kurama. And I think that's part of what Jiraiya intended to teach Naruto during this time. Naruto didn't really need to learn new jutsu. He needed to perfect what he already had in his arsenal so that he could effectively use it in combat, and develop his battle IQ and experience to make this a much easier task. And more so, his mindset and approach to battle is what needed to mature. We see glimpses of this in early Shippuden, the way he uses his shadow clones a bit more skillfully, using it defensively and combining it with the transformation jutsu to counterattack. It seemed like Naruto learned to be a bit less wasteful with his chakra and more precise where it matters. He also comes up with a strategy to exploit the weakness of the Sharingan in his battle against Kakashi, which, while comical, was a pretty clever plan. Naruto always was an unpredictable ninja when he wasn't spamming the Shadow Clone Jutsu, so it's great to see him develop that here. He displays better chakra infusion and chakra control, even getting compliments from Itachi himself. Unfortunately, we don't really see him in an all-out battle utilizing everything he's learned. And for a lot of fans, feats are everything. This leads to a lot of fans thinking that he's not that different from the Naruto before the time skip. Now, let's not get carried away. I'm not saying Naruto at this point can go toe-to-toe with any of the heavy hitters like the Akatsuki, Orochimaru, or Sasuke at this point in the series, because I definitely think they're a tier or two above him in the beginning of Shippuden. But they should be. The Akatsuki and Orochimaru, they're all much older, much more experienced, and are basically some of the most powerful shinobi in the series until the war arc comes around and blows up the power scaling. And Sasuke is a natural genius with one of the most powerful Kekkei Genkai, and was probably more focused on training than Naruto given his drive to kill Itachi. He also had Orochimaru accelerating his growth with drugs and other methods to the point that Sakura was pointing out that it was completely unnatural. Naruto is actually very strong for this part of the series, but we as the viewers just wouldn't know it because by the time we reached Shippuden, we were immediately and constantly dealing with Kage plus level threats literally every arc, from the Akatsuki to Orochimaru. Naruto at this point in the series is probably high Jonin level at base, and that's putting him in the upper tier of characters in the verse. Not the series, the Naruto universe as a whole. There are very few characters that reach high Jonin levels of power when it comes to the ninja villages, and if Naruto is truly bloodlusted, which would be out of character for him, which is why we rarely see it, or had a massive mental amp like he does in critical situations, I think we could easily scale this Naruto higher than 90 to 95% of his shinobi peers, at least in terms of raw power. I do think that if this Naruto had developed his battle IQ even more, I dare put him at low Kage level. Someone casually throwing out armies of themselves with access to giant Rasengans and having Gamabunta in their back pocket is pretty crazy. Even more so if Naruto had the precision to make it as lethal as possible for his enemies. But that does it for this video. Tell me what you guys think about Naruto post time skip and where does he measure up? And while you're down there, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out as a new YouTuber. And be sure to keep an eye out for other Naruto videos in the future. Thanks for watching.